Okay, how you doing? This is Lee. I decided that I would listen to Ozzy Osbourne's new song, Under the Graveyard. I'm kind of the opinion when it comes to Ozzy's music, when everyone keeps saying a lot of stuff and talking about it, I think, well, why don't you just shut up? He's a singer who's been around a long time, like other groups, and whether someone likes it or not, he just doesn't really go away. He's like a cockroach that just keeps getting ill, and then he gets better and he sings, and I'm thinking, why don't you just shut up when it comes to Ozzy, or when it comes to a lot of the other singers who you might have to pay a hell of a lot of money in order to meet them. They are no longer the humble, younger artists that they used to be when everything was about getting ahead. They've already gotten ahead. They've already gotten to where they want to go. And to me, just in theory, I don't need to hear another Ozzy story. I don't need to even hear another Randy Rhoads and Ozzy story. I don't need to hear another Rudy Sarzo and Ozzy story. I kind of have interest in another Ozzy and Tony Iommi story, only because I do find Tony Iommi to be a little more interesting than Ozzy. But other than that, there have been people who have been talking about whether this new song of Ozzy is good or not, or whether they like it or not. When I heard the first part, the very beginning, I thought, oh, I don't really care for this. But then it actually got better. And to me, I would prefer hearing a whole album of this stuff than anything off of Blizzard of Oz. I know you might not care for that opinion, but to me, Blizzard of Oz sounded kind of like in the same way that Quiet Riot's very first couple of albums with Randy Rhoads sounded. It sounded kind of blah, like not so great. I much prefer Speak of the Devil with Brad Gillis. That was a really good album, and he was a better guitarist for for Ozzy. Well, he would have been a better guitarist for Randy too. Say, hey Randy, why don't you just let me say I'm you and I'll play, and then people will say you're a lot better. Anyway, I'm making this video maybe 5 minutes just because why not? But anyway, here's my point. Overall, I give this song close to an 8. I would say, especially when they start rocking out, they kind of remind me a little bit of the group Rough Cut, a little bit of the 80s style cool rockers. But am I going to go out and buy it? I usually don't buy CDs anymore. The last couple of CDs I bought from someone who's a cool guy, and it was Neil Young's Ragged Glory and Pink Floyd's Metal. But usually I don't. Okay, about an 8. That's my opinion. Take care, everyone. Bye.